All right, let's see what she had to say first.
Most guys feel weak when they approach the woman, and that's because the lack of self-awareness and confidence. And you need to understand that not everyone is in the mood to talk. And when you sense that, it's crucial. So remember that self-awareness is the key. How can I do that? You can start meditating because you start to focus on the other person and gets you out of your head. And when you're calm, when your mind is calm, your energy turns positive. You know, so stop impressing the other people and start asking yourself, how can I have fun right now? It gets you in another state, and you not need to remember that it's not what you're talking about, it's what how you are in the state you're in. And also develop a compassion, because when you talk to people, when you listen to people with kindness and presence, they react different, you know. So it's not about memorizing lines. It's about, you know, the state you're in, how you listen, how you talk to other people, and be genuine, being natural. And that's how you stop looking and sounding weak.
All right, so now let's dive deeper into it. Let's begin. This is the only small talk video that you're ever gonna watch in your life. I used to help men in their dating lives, and most of the customers that I had were very awkward, shy guys. And in just 2 days, I got them from being quiet and shy to being a person who's able to talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime. These strategies have been proven to work because we used to do what we call boot camps every weekend, have guys go out in the streets. And I'm telling you, you could give me the shyest guy on the planet and I could show him how to break through his anxiety and have a conversation with anyone, anytime, anywhere without making them feel awkward. So because of that, I have full certainty that if you give me 10 minutes of your time, you're gonna come out of this video knowing exactly how to behave, how to have small talk, knowing exactly when to back down and how to break through the anxieties, because at the end of the day, your anxieties have a lot to do with your inability to make small talk. First things first, right? The most important thing is having self-awareness, for the simple fact that, right, some people are not gonna be in the mood of talking. And I believe this is the most important thing when it comes to making small talk, is knowing when someone doesn't wanna talk to your ass, right? That is, I don't care how good looking you are. If you can't sense when somebody doesn't want, they may want to talk, they may be able to talk tomorrow or next week, but maybe they don't want to talk. Sensing that is important. And this is where a lot of those clients that I used to work with, a lot of them had some autism, a little bit of ADHD. And so people with ADHD like me, we struggle a little bit with sensing nonverbal cues. So because of that, we had to teach them how to develop that self-awareness, because most people have it. Unfortunately, some people don't, right? So the way that we develop self-awareness is through literal having a meditation practice. I remember in our retreats, in our boot camps, we call it, where we take out guys to approach women, we have them meditate a lot. And we actually recommended them to do meditation retreats. So a meditation retreat that's really good for this is Vipassana meditation, right? Just go to dharma.org and there you'll be able to sign up for a free meditation retreat. This will be the foundation to it. Having self-awareness, okay? Once you develop that self-awareness, which naturally calms you down, you gotta understand the self-awareness, the ability to sense when someone doesn't want to talk to you, calms you down. And the reason why is because you're not in your head, right? You're observing the other person now. You're sensing the other person. Anxiety thrives on isolation, right? So whenever you are observing the other person's reaction more than your own reaction, it actually does calm you down. So remember, your emotional state is the most important thing, because if you are nervous and you try to act confident, you're gonna come across as something we call being incongruent, is when your thoughts, words, and actions are not aligned, right? You're trying to come across confident, but you really feel insecure. So when even in the first word, it's gonna sound hesitant. It's gonna sound awkward. It's like the shy salesman. He tries to put a smile, but because he's so nervous and he's trying to come across as confident, it looks creepy, right? So that's the first thing. You have to calm your mind down. Once you do that, you'll notice, honestly, if you just do this and say anything else, people will actually have an easier time talking to you. In meditation, we call that presence. We want to develop what they call presence. And that's the ability to to be where you are in the moment and just be there, what happens is that it actually makes you into a more charismatic person. People are more drawn to people who have presence, people who are grounded in the present moment. This is why I tell people meditation is literally one of the few social hacks out there that actually works, right? Now, so let's talk about how to have a small talk with anyone. Listen to me, man. This will apply in any area of your life. The most important thing is that you're having fun. So one of the things that we taught guys when we were out on the field is that we asked them, it's all about asking yourself the right questions. So we asked, how can I have fun right now, right? How can I have fun? Why is this question so important? Well, because you're telling yourself, right? If you notice your internal monologue when you're trying to have a conversation with someone, how can I sound interesting? You gotta understand, you have to create an ecosystem of positive emotions, right? You gotta have an ecosystem of positive emotions, meaning your thoughts, words, and actions has to come from a positive place for people to feel comfortable enough to talk to you. People like positive people, right? So the way you do that is you ask yourself, how can I have fun right now? How can I have fun? Rather than how can I impress them, you ask, how can I have fun? You're sitting down, you're waiting for the elevator, right? And the elevator gets stuck. And you ask, rather than saying, how can I talk to them? You say, how can I have fun, right? Whatever arises from that, as long as you develop self-awareness, again, because your self-awareness is your calibrator. It calibrates you, your creepy habits. So when you're able to sense people, and then you're asking yourself, how can I have fun right now? I'm teaching you guys how to fish. I'm not giving you the fish. This will literally create the right words. Like you don't even need to think about exactly what to say. You will literally come up with the right thing, because that's how the strategy works. We developed this strategy because our students had exactly what to say. They were focusing more on memory. I focus more on states matter more than what you say, because from that states, then the words come out, right? When you feel nervous, anything that comes from that is nervous, right? So remember, it's all about the state, right? But more importantly, being congruent. So I don't care if you're nervous. If you're nervous, it's totally fine. Just make sure not to hide your nervousness, right? If you really are nervous, it's okay to show it. Because what's worse is when you're nervous, but you try to come across as confident. That comes across as creepy. It's like having bad smell and putting deodorant. It doesn't smell right, right? So that's one strategy. How can I have fun? Rather than what can I say that's interesting, you ask yourself, how can I have fun? The next one is, this is actually the most important one. And this actually happens naturally through meditation. This is something that anyone who meditates for a long time will tell you, that it's very easy to socialize. It's people are drawn to you because you develop presence. People are drawn to presence. But the next most important thing is compassion. Compassion creates a sense of familiarity. You usually have compassion towards people who are your family and close friends. So because of that, your brain is not wired to be nervous or anxious around people who you have compassion. They'll make you anxious, right? So developing compassion is very simple. Practice metta meditation. This is the ultimate social boost. Metta meditation is all about thinking about 5 people. I'm gonna give you guys a quick explanation. You think about 5 people. You say, may you be, those 5 people are you when you were a person who you admire, somebody who you don't care about, like somebody who you are indifferent, and somebody that you hate. In your mind, you're gonna look at them and tell them, may you be well, may you be at peace, and may you find happiness. And you say that with intense passion and love. You say that for 30 seconds until you reach the 5th person. Or if you're planning on meeting someone and you're nervous about meeting them, or even you're going to an interview, do this metta meditation. Just imagine them in your mind and look at them and say, may you be well, may you be at peace, and may you be happy. And say it with a lot of love. And what you'll notice is that your anxiety will go down when you do that. Because anxiety does not thrive in an environment full of compassion. That's not how that works. You keep developing this compassion, and the whole world will appear friendlier. When the world appears friendlier, you're able to start any conversation when the world appears friendly. Like I said, we're just changing our state. This will naturally develop your extroverted side. We all have extroversion and introversion. This just develops your extroversion. You're naturally gonna start being more social with people, right? And the most important thing is like I said, people, okay? Look, if you're finding exactly what to say, this is not the video. This will literally make you social. Like, trust me, you're not gonna know you're not gonna care about what to say. It's just gonna come out. It's natural. In pickup artistry, we call that natural game. It's like the moral side of picking up women. And that's guys who develop the skill sets, and not through lying, not through routines. We teach them how talk to women and attract them and create emotional spikes without manipulation, right? And one of the ways is through the developing self-awareness through meditation, developing presence. When you're talking to a woman, asking yourself, how can I have fun? I can promise you the right things come out. I've coached thousands of men, and consistently this works. Like, you guys have no idea how powerful this is. We've seen guys who are programmers, nerd as fuck, become Big Daddy Z with this strategy, right? Now, the most important thing is back off, meaning you first initiate the conversation. You're waiting in line, and there's someone who you're interested in, maybe someone who you think might be a good business partner, you know, and you say, you'd be like, let me ask you this, have you tried that one? That chicken right there? Oh, no, I didn't try. Oh, okay, dang, yo. Actually, you from around here? No, I'm not. I'm from California. Oh, shit. You know what? You look like you're Cali. You give me California vibes. You know, oh, yeah, you know. This is your first time here? And you just start off conversations like that. But the reason why I continue to talk is because when I talked, the person seemed like he was, so you continue. You don't want to have the Uber effect on people where you talk so fucking much that you freaking piss people off. Like, look at this cry. He's crying. You can't have the Uber effect. You want to be able to sense when somebody doesn't want to talk to your ass. It's very important, man. And honestly, this is really how you start. Like, you do this, your conversations will improve. I mean, we've seen guys literally taking guys in the streets, and it works, right? So if it could work in that type of scenario, it could definitely work on you, man. And if you guys want to work with me one-on-one, go to mindfulattraction.org, and there you'll be able to book a one-on-one phone call with me today and talk to me and tell me your situation, and I'll give you my take on it, okay? So I'll see you guys inside if you're interested, mindfulattraction.org, and thank you for watching this video. Now, if you guys enjoy this type of content, check out my course, Dark Game, or like I like to call it now, the Complete Man. It's a course that I created for guys who have no idea how to get women in their lives. As you guys can see, I have attracted a life that brings women into my life. I do a lot of social events, art events, meditation events, and I don't do that to get women, but what I notice is that it gets women into your life, right? And in this course, I teach you guys how to do this. I teach you, so that means even if you're friend zone, if you're the type of person that lacks assertiveness, if you were raised by a single mom and you didn't know how to get women, well, this is the course for you. It teaches you how to overcome approach anxiety, how to take action, because a lot of the times you watch these videos and you don't know how to take action, how to break patterns, how to build social circle, a pickup artistry course, right? Understanding your dark side, a bunch of things that helps a guy improve their dating life, right? Where we talk about how to find your purpose, female nature, the mindset game, the outer game, right? How to get her number, how to damage control, how to create competition, first date using vulnerability, online games, social circle game, how to get threesomes. I mean, the whole shebang and bang, right? And the beauty about this course is that there's a 30-day money back guarantee. If you don't like it, you could just let me know and get a refund. There's the basic course, which is $99, and then there is the one with the bonuses, like that I just read to you. So just look through the sales letter, and there's actually some free clips that you guys can watch, right? I think so, right? No, there isn't, but yeah, just look at it. Let me know if you what you guys think of it. You just give it a try. If you don't like it, I will give you your money back. I've always given people refunds. So yeah, man. Hopefully, I can see you guys inside, and let's get back to the video.